Hi everyone, I'm Ben, and this is the Board Game Blueprint. This week, in light of the TGC Staff Pick Roll and Write contest on the Game Crafter, I'd like to discuss what a how to play video could look like for you and your design, with one of my own that I've created. So let's jump on over to the video next door and see what we have in store. Hi Cardboard Edison, I'm Ben, and this is my entry, Happy Hongbao, a playful take on a time-honored tradition. In Happy Hongbao, all players will start with a Hongbao, or red envelope, a compatibility card, and a hand of dollar bill cards. As we can see, they all range from 1 through 6, and they each have 2 different powers to activate on your turn. So, turns commence thusly. By placing a card into the Hongbao, you get to activate one of the 2 powers without telling what the value of the dollar bill is. Because all the different powers overlap across 2 different cards, players will have to deduce or use the powers to their advantage in finding out what the values of each Hongbao are. In the case of peek at an envelope, I will get to see what's inside and commit that to memory. But if a player chooses to trade an envelope with me, I always have the option to look inside the envelope currently in front of me as well. Play will continue until only 2 cards are left in all players' hands, in which they will use the second to last for its power, and then, at the very end, immediately place the last dollar bill into their envelope. At the end of the game, all players will count how much money their envelopes have. And score additional points for the compatibility cards. Once all scores have been compared, whoever has the most money is crowned the winner, and the luckiest person at the table. And now you know how to play Happy Hongbao. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching. So I thought that at this point in the video, we might try for it to play in the background while I talk on a couple points that I thought were strengths of kind of this video, this pitch video, this submission video, as well as a few things that could have been improved. The first of which I think is that the audio is pretty decent. It's not just off of my phone. I have purchased a lapel microphone to use for the voiceover and things while I was demonstrating and while I was on camera, but you'll notice that there was no extra humming or background sound in the distance during the video. I know it's not always possible to have this ideal recording sort of environment, but if you can find a couple dollars to purchase a lapel mic of your own to attach to your phone or camera, it will increase the quality of sound in your video and elevate the production value therein. The Game Crafter official podcast co-host Jeff King talks about this in a lot more detail at CrafterCon just before Protospiel Madison a couple years ago. So I'll be sure to link that video in the description below for your future viewing pleasure. A nice partner to the audio is going to be the lighting as well. If you have access to white LED lighting as opposed to maybe more yellow fluorescent lights, that will hopefully help capture the appearance and look of your game to best put it on display. Additionally, if you can find some maybe light background music to put on so that there isn't empty silence that's prevalent through the video, that can also help, depending on how much energy you put into your voiceover as well. This entire channel has had some background music that I've always linked and credited in the description to offer just a little bit more bounce and motion as the video drives forward. Regarding the rules explanation, or overview, I should say, I think I did a decent job, hopefully, of capturing what the objective of the game is and how the turn flow looks so that a viewer can begin to formulate in their heads how the rest of the game might go. One thing that I wish I did do, though, instead of just a close-up of the components, was to actually show a full table view of the game in session as well. After seeing a few other submission videos, this is a huge strength for, again, the viewer to imagine and really put the game on their own tables, at least in their mind's eye, about what the table presence would be like. I don't go too far into specifics, and I know for a similar text-based elevator pitch that I did that someone was asking for just a little bit more information. And so you'll have to definitely navigate the fine balance between too much detail and too little. For this particular video, there was a 5-minute deadline, and I could have used a little bit more of that time to my advantage, having taken up even less than half the allotted time. But for a simple overview video, I think this did a good enough job as is. And let that intent also help dictate and steer you in the right direction for the type of video and length of video that you want to create. I've seen a number of games also have not only a separate setup video, but also a separate turn order, how to play, and then a full playthrough as well. So if you have the time to do all of these things, I say absolutely go for it. Ideally, having a couple people kind of proof this video and asking what they felt like could be further gone into would have helped, but I kind of put it off a little bit too last minute, so we're kind of stuck with what we have. That being said though, I still think the video was an effective one, and hopefully you'll be drawing your own conclusions on how to make yours even better. I hope you enjoyed our little video and review on what I put together for a contest, so that maybe you can improve on it and find a couple ways to make your videos even better. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date on future content like this. As always, I'm Ben. This has been another episode of the Board Game Blueprint, and together, let's build something great.